Hi everyone, welcome to WW Designs. My name is Nikki and today I have another type of journaling page that you can try. I did a video a while back with 25 ways to fill a journal, and if you haven't watched that, it might be a good idea if you're looking for some inspiration. But this is what they call a currently log. You can use it once a week, once a month, however often you like. The idea is to just jot down some of the highlights or most important events of the time frame you want to work in. I think doing this once a month is perfect, but if you have a lot going on, then you might like to do it weekly. It's a really fun thing to flip through, you know, in 12 months time, 2 years time, and go, oh my God, that's right, my favorite drink at the time was XYZ. So it's a fun, easy way. There's, I'm sure you can design any way you like, but there's two main ways that these can be done. One of them is to add some boxes to your page. I quite like the look of this. It makes it all very neat and tidy, but I will show you another way to do it in case you want a little bit more freedom. So what I've got here, first thing I'm going to do is just for fun. It is autumn here. March was the first month of autumn, even though it doesn't really feel like autumn today. I think it's currently like 28 degrees Celsius. After this, I'm going to have myself a nice little iced latte because it is warm. And I'm just going to pop this down here. This is just it. You don't need to do this, but I like to just add that little pop of colour to my page. And then I have a little currently printable here, just to let me know that that's what this page is all about. And we'll sort of pop that in the middle there, ish, sort of somehow. There we go. And then we're going to grab a pen. Now, just a little tip. I'm a stationery addict. I have hundreds of pens, literally, and I have tried, I cannot tell you how many pens to find the perfect, what I call planner pen or journaling pen, that doesn't bleed through paper. And this is my favorite. Now, this is the Sharpie pen, or I think it might actually officially be called the Sharpie Art pen. Don't get this confused with a Sharpie marker because they bleed horrifically. This is just the Sharpie pen. It comes in one size only. I have multiple packets of black in stash in case they stop making it, but they also do come in coloured. And then all I'm going to do is, this is a bit hard for me to do like this. I like to write on the side, but that's okay. We're going to try and do it. And we're going to remember that we are in 25. We're keeping things very simple here. And I need to get that corner down. Now, over here, I have some planner stickers. Being a planner girl for many years, I used to use all these sort of stickers a lot when I was doing decorative planning. I do things a little bit differently now. So I have a huge stash of these. Don't panic if you don't have any of those. I've got a solution for that, which I will show you shortly. So what we're going to do instead, look, you don't have to use something pictorial. You can just write the word in here. For example, news or what you're watching on TV. I just like to have a little bit more fun with it and make it a little bit decorative. So the first thing I wanted to do, because I feel the most important thing, except now, of course, I have to find the correct sheet because I had to hunt for this one, is this newspaper here, because I think recording the most important news events is important to me. So what I'm going to do is just put it sort of where it sort of crosses over the top, not right down in it, but just up there. And of course, the things I want to put in here, the things that of course applied to me, this of course will be different because you'll pop down whatever you want. Now, where have I got room here? See, I'm going to have to turn it slightly to the side. When I write with my paper tilted. So for us here in southeast Queensland, Cyclone Alfred was the biggest news event. It dominated most of March with yucky weather. So that's the one thing I definitely want to put in there. And then I think the other thing I want to do is that horrible 7.7 earthquake that hit Burma and Thailand. That was pretty yuck. But I think it's, I like to look back and remember when these things are. Sometimes it's also a good reminder when you're having a bad day, think about other things that people have gone through. And then sometimes your life don't look so bad after all. So there we go. So they're the two biggest news events that I would happily be reminded of. Then the next thing, I like to keep track of some of the TV shows and things that I have watched. In this case, I've got this cute little TV here. Do you not want to come off here? You're going to be naughty. Hang on a minute. Oh, that one. Okay, hang on a minute. Why is this being naughty? Let me try this one, see if it's going to behave any better. Some of these stickers I have, here we go, I've had for quite a while. I don't know why the other one's being such a pain. Now, I do need to find, I think I need my tweezers for this. Honestly, this will be a lot easier. There we go. So there's our little TV. And my absolute favourite show that we watched, we don't mind Korean, Chinese, Japanese drama shows, which we like to intermix, obviously, with other things. But my absolute favourite was called The Story of Pearl Girl. It's a Chinese show, and I think it was 40 episodes, and I thought, oh my gosh, why on earth are we starting something like this? I think we watched that on Netflix. Might just pop that on there, because sometimes if I need to try and recommend something to someone and I forget where, of course, we watched it. It was absolutely amazing. It was a very, they obviously had a very high budget. The sets and the production was amazing, and it was an absolutely fabulous story. So that was definitely my favourite watch for March. Now, what else did we do? Now, I wanted to add this cute little one down here. This was for dining out. So this is a cute little table setting, which sort of represents dining out. And my absolute favourite dining out experience in March was the beef and pineapple soft tacos that we had at the Parisian Beach Hotel. I wish I could have more of those right now. They were just so delightful. So definitely want to remember that one. Then another thing I was thinking, I don't have a lot of time to read. I try and make time, and I'm trying to do better this year. So I actually did finish a book. And it was called, now what was it called? In the company of the Courtesan. We're going to fit that in there. We are. We're going to make it fit. Now, we have a little, where I work, in the shopping, oh, that didn't quite work, did it? Never mind. We have a little, like a little bench that's set up, and people can drop off books and take whatever they want. Now, before I went overseas at Christmas time, I saw this book on the table and I grabbed it because it wasn't a huge book. And I thought, okay, I can take that with me. And that way I don't have to worry about charging things, you know, if my iPad runs out of power, and what if my seat on the plane doesn't work properly for charging and all that sort of drama. And I went, I'm going to take a physical book. So I took this book and I got a fair bit read, not as much as I would have liked, but I finally got it finished last month. It's an absolutely beautiful read. So that was my book completion, and I'll just let you know I'm already halfway through another book. So come April, I might even have another one done, which is pretty cool. Then another thing I like to remember is favourite things that I've cooked. Because sometimes you want some dinner inspiration and you think, oh, now what did we enjoy so much in the past? So my absolutely favourite thing, we got, first of all, this is a cheat one though, we got a Bayo bun kit from Aldi, which comes with the buns and the pork and carrot and cucumber and Kewpie mayo and all the stuff, and everything you need is all in there. That was an absolute hit. Not that I had to do much for that, but it was absolutely delightful. So hopefully you can get that again. And then the other thing I made was garlic meatball. So we cooked off these garlic meatballs, and then I bought souvlaki. Bought souvlaki wraps from the supermarket, and we then put salad and Kewpie and caramelized onion and, oh my God, goodness knows what else, into these wraps, wrapped them up and then threw them into the sandwich toaster thing, you know, one of those flattened things. And honestly, they were absolutely delightful. So I will happily make those again. So good thing to remember. Then the next thing, oh, now this is an interesting one. I actually managed a no-buy month. Now, what have we got? Oh, let's try this one. I did not order a single thing online, which is amazing. I wasn't actually trying to have a no-buy month, but I did manage to do it. So we are going to jot that down because it's something that doesn't happen very often. For example, it will not be happening in April. I do have shopping coming, but why not celebrate that I actually did not order a single thing online for the whole month? I think that's pretty damn cool. Now, another thing that's very important in my life is coffee, and especially, I mean, I go out and about a lot and I try and hunt for new places to try coffee. Because I even, oh, now this one, oh, that one's not working. This sheet's a bit of a dud, I think. Never mind. This one will work. I even have a little coffee journal. And one day I will do a flip through of that. Hang on, I've got it right here because I've got pages that I have to do. I have this really cute little journal. And I started it in January 24. And when I go out for coffee, and it's exceptionally nice, or even if it's really horrible, I should probably put those in there sometimes too, just for fun. I just have a photo of it and I make a few notes and I just collect places I've been for coffee and whether I really enjoyed it or not. So in the department of coffee, I had the most amazing iced latte. Now, I usually don't do iced, but it was really hot, and it's like it's hot today. I'm actually going to have another one. But I had the most magical iced latte at Outer Square, which is a coffee shop not far from here. And I have never had an iced latte from them before, but it was so damn hot, and honestly, it was amazing. Came out in the 3 layers and all that. It was, oh, absolutely fabulous. Then the one other thing, now, that's why I grabbed this sheet, because I couldn't find a little heart sticker, but I found this. So this is going to do, and this is things I loved that month. I think they're a good thing to jot down. And I had 2 things here as well. My brother, it's his nickname. He had to have a knee replacement. It was a very long and horrible surgery, but it's done and it was successful. So, my brother is a dwarf, by the way. Genetics got it wrong the night he was conceived, because there is no dwarfism anywhere else in our family that we know of. So his body and head are perfectly normal. It's his arms and his legs that are not. And he's had 2 hip replacements and now 2 knee replacements, because his joints just had to work so hard because they weren't built quite right. So that's why his knee surgery was horrifically long. And he went from having a leg shaped like that. His leg is now dead straight and he's recovering well. So very, very grateful for that. And also one of my besties who I met in year 9, which, how old would I have been in year 9? 14, I think, give or take. I'm now 60. We have been friends that whole time. So Kerry turned 60. So that is definitely something that's worth remembering. We went out and had celebration drinks and lunch last Friday because she'd been away for her birthday. So there we go. It's very simple. You don't have to do a lot of writing. You just add the highlights and then flip through it month after month. There's plenty of other things you could add to this. This is just the 8 that worked perfectly for that month. Now, there's of course another way you can do it, and you may very well not have any stickers, but I've got you covered. I have made a printable for you, and I've given you 8 different ways, different fonts of currentlies to put at the top of your page, and a heap of different little things you could use. Now, depending on how much real estate your journal is or how much space you want to use up, you can also print it at half size. So if you have a little journal, you can print them at half size, and then they will work very similarly to my stickers. Or if you have lots of space, you can have them bigger. So what I gave you here was a going out for dinner one, something you cooked, or something maybe someone else even cooked for you. You could pop that there. If you went out for sweet treats, or you baked a beautiful cake, or just something sweet and lush, little symbol for that. Of course, coffee. Drinks, you might have discovered a new favourite juice or mocktail or cocktail. Pop it down there. A little TV symbol. If you love going to the movies, you might like to use an actual movie symbol. Of course, there's books for reading. You could also include in there a great magazine you bought, anything like that. I've put a pair of runners here, but it doesn't have to be. You can track how many steps you did, how many times you went for a walk, how many times you went for the gym, how many times you did any form of new exercise or anything that you might think you want to record. I've also given you a little stethoscope, so especially if you have a medical condition and you want to track how things are going, thought that might be helpful for some people. I've got a heart for things that you love, a pair of headphones so that you can jot down your favourite song of the month, or favourite playlist or favourite artist, new one that you discovered. I've got a little DIY crafty thing, so if you did any craft projects or did anything around the house, something DIY-ish, you can record that. Shopping bags, of course, so you can record your favourite purchases. This one is for parties, celebrations, anything exciting that you want to find room for, and of course a newspaper for the news. This is available over on my Ko-fi page, and I will have a link to that down the bottom. So when I said there are two ways of doing this, what I was thinking, you know, for some people this is not enough space. They want more, or they have lots of things that they want to remember. You could put your little currently heading up the top, and then I've cut some of these out just to show you. So for example, let's say you've got your currently heading there. You could put the coffee symbol down over here and then write down all the favourite coffees you had. So if you need more space, this way you can do the journaling and then you pop the next one down wherever you have room, because not everybody just has a few little notes. So it's up to you. You can do it this way, and then you just journal, add the next one, add your journaling, and so forth. And if you have lots of things and you want to use all of the symbols, then flip over and do another page. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. Or you could, of course, use the smaller ones and use all of them if you feel like it. So I just thought I would show you those two options. Some people don't want to write a lot. Some people want to write an awful lot. And this way you have the flexibility to do it with all these cute symbols. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments box below. I'd love to hear whether you actually do a currently log in your journal. And if you don't, get started. It's a really fun thing to look through. It's a very quick synopsis. That's what I like about a currently page. And if you could give this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. So thank you very much for watching. And until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye for now.